it's Ashley and you're watching BeauteousMax. What I have for you today is a recreation of Lana Del Rey's red carpet look from Cannes 2013. What I really love about what she's pulled off here is that it's not a costume. A lot of the times in fashion we were asked to recreate a retro look, but we never want to go too literal. And she's really pulled it off with this look. I can't wait to show you. To start, I'm going to use MAC paint in Untitled. This is a cream eyeshadow that when it sets, it's waterproof and crease proof. Close. I'm using MAC brush number 217, which is a soft, fluffy brush, to apply this all over the lid. Next, I'm using Dior's 5-color palette in Incognito with a soft tapered blending brush. I'm using Kelly Kwan brush number 9. This is my Dior palette. And I'm going to start with this lower left-hand corner color. I'm going to get a bit on the tip of the brush, tap off the excess. So when you get the color on the tip of your brush, point the tip on the outside half of your crease. So this is where you deposit your color. And then as you blend back and forth, you get a really nice even distribution of the pigment. We're gonna highlight with the top right shade from our Dior palette with the A Design brush number 2, eye number 2. What I like about using a domed brush to highlight is that you can get right under the arch of the brow so that it's nice and crisp, and then blend downward. I'm going to use Makeup Forever Aqua Cream Shadow with the Shiseido brush number 3, which is a synthetic flat brush, which gives you a lot of control over creams. So I'm gonna dip into the pot and use my hand to get the excess. So I'm gonna work this across the lid, first depositing in the center of the eyeball. Remember, wherever you deposit your color or wherever you touch the brush first, that's where you'll get the most pigment. So center of the eye, worked towards the outer corner. Using this YSL 5-color palette, I think it's their palette number 6, and my same domed brush, I just tapped off the excess highlighter. I'm using this to recreate this kind of dirty gold color. Now I'm gonna line Sonia's eyes top and bottom with my Face Stockholm Art Eye Pencil in black. I'm also gonna use an angled brush just to smooth out the line. Close. It helps to pull the eye just a touch. The eye skin is very delicate, so you don't want to tug, but just a little tautness helps the liner adhere. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect all at once. I'm going to go back and smooth it with a brush. So this is where I'm using my angled brush. There's no product on the brush. Just merely using it as a tool. I'm going to do the same along the bottom. All the way to the inside corner of the eye. So taking a cue from the natural line extension of her lower lash line, that will be my guideline for this extension. So just imagine first, here's the end of her lower lash line, and I'm just going to continue up. And you can close. Little sketches. And then you can flip it and use the tip for your perfect edge. To get your tip extra pointed and extended, which I personally love, use a good old Q-tip with some good old eye makeup remover. Twist the tip so it's really just damp. Twist it between your fingers. And then use this on the underside of your wing, pulling upwards. What I'm going to use is Bengali by NARS, which is a matte brown shadow, and this great pointed brush by Kelly Kwan New York. It's her brush number 8. And I'm going to start almost like it's a pencil from the middle of the crease. But here I'm on the brow bone. So the brow bone is where your eyeball meets your skull, basically. I'm drawing a soft, shadowy line. And you would just follow the shape of your brow bone. So this look is really specific to Sonia's eye shape. And I'm just swooping as I reach the outer corner to meet this wing. So I'm going to do 2 finishing touches that really will tie this all together. I'm going to use the NARS Larger Than Life eye pencil in Rue Bonaparte, look up, to line the inner rim of Sonia's eye. This will just make things really pop. So I'm going to use my same Kelly Kwan fine point pencil brush with my original crease shade from Dior. Okay. And I'm just going to soften under the eye. I always like to smudge out under eye eyeliner anyway. With powder, it tends to look more finished. The mascara that I chose for this is Benefit's They're Real. What I love about this mascara is the brush. The brush is rubbery with rubber bristles, but at the tip of the brush is actually a round ball of spikes. Yes, round ball of spikes, rubbery spikes that get to every single last lash. After applying my mascara, I'm going to finish off the eye with Benefit's Browsing. Browsings is 1/2 tinted wax and 1/2 powder. So the tinted wax is going to shape the brow and hold them there and add a little bit of color. And then the powder is used where you might need to fill in a little bald spot or if you're going for a really dramatic brow. To get this sexy, soft, dusty mauve cheek, I'm going to use Benefit Dallas Face Powder. It's this gorgeous, slightly shimmery mauve blush. And as opposed to using a fan brush or an angled powder brush for the cheek, I'm going to use this sort of smaller blush brush by MAC. It's number 116 because the shape that I want to create is a little bit rounder. We're not looking for angle, we're looking for this soft, round color. So I'm going to get product on my brush, dust off the excess, and very lightly, so she doesn't look punched, dust this right at the edge of the cheekbone and down. So we're going to finish off this look with a matte, nudish brown color on the lip. It's really a throwback to the 90s when everything was monochromatic. We've kind of used these like dusty brown colors on the eyes, the cheeks, and now we're going to finish it on the lip. I want it to be really matte, so I'm using the Shiseido Smoothing Lip Pencil in Brown 706. I've sharpened it to a fine point. I'm starting off in the center of the lower lip. That's a good guideline to how you should line. So if you line right in the middle, you just take that directly to the corner. And the same on the other side. We'll fill that in. For the top lip, you're going to fill in your Cupid's bow, which is basically just the little points of your upper lip. It's kind of a turn of the century, like old-timey word, but I really love it. All right, filled in, creamy, dreamy, and we are done. Thanks for watching BeauteousMax, and if you want to see more videos, subscribe on that button right up there. If you have any questions, message me here or tweet me at BeauteousMax.